Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders saying, what's current? Now, I don't know if you heard the story or not, but Drizzy was at a concert and he had a jersey thrown on the stage while he was performing. And it essentially set off, a chain of events where he was very flustered, I guess you can say. He was very he was not happy with the fact that this jersey got on stage because he wasn't sure. He thought the jersey might have been for OVO or something like that, but then he discovered it was Demar Derozan jersey, and he still is harboring dark thoughts against Demar Derozan for siding with um, Kendrick Lamar in their feud. He is DeMar DeRozan is from Compton, so he's like saying that comes first. He adopted Toronto when he was playing for them for the Raptors. He was adopted by that city, but now he plays for the Sacramento Kings, and he is back on the West Coast, and so he's definitely representing for his side. So it's very interesting set of events to happen. I think it's like it's very strange. It's very weird. It's like the feud has so many people involved. There's like everyone from Rick Ross to DJ Mustard to Metro Boomin and Future, and like there's just like a whole list of people that are involved in this spat that it makes it hard to decipher what exactly is what. We have so many people that are within the framework of hip hop, and it just grabs big news. No matter what, it's gonna grab news. It's gonna grab the headlines. So Drake being offended by DeRozan jersey is the main cause of writer Marissa Mendez of Hip Hop DX. She wrote an article detailing everything that was going on. He was in Australia of all places. He was in Australia. Drake was in Australia, and this happened on Sunday, actually, the 16th. So this was the same night as the what happened on Sunday? Sunday was the SNL special as well as the NBA All-Star game, which I did not see, but I think I have it recorded. But anyway, so Drake is he's just in a sad place right now with all his millions. See, that's the thing, though. That's what we have to realize. You have to realize that money can make you happy. It's supposed to make you happy, but it's not. It's not everything. Money is the only thing. It's not. Money is not everything. No, it's not. But it is the only thing. It's the only thing that keeps us within the range of understanding each other. It keeps us from being mobs and bartering and stuff like that. So he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. So he could be sad at the fact that he lost huge. He lost on a huge scale the amount of people that were that would have been giving him the time of day. He lost that edge to himself. He lost that bit of whatever bit of cool he had. It's severely diminished at this point. I've said this I don't know how many times. He ran the whole game for 15 years. That's an extreme accomplishment. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Kendrick, but Kendrick didn't do that. Kendrick made a huge splash with one single, one diss track, which is amazing. His being in the spotlight caused Humble to go to two times diamond, and I think They Not Like Us is on its way there. If it's not already at least diamond status, but it has over 100 million Spotify plays, or I don't know if they're downloads, but I think they're just plays. I can't remember exactly how what the correct terminology is, but yeah. So Drizzy is still that guy. He's still that guy. I always say hip hop is like basketball. Um, Different basketball, players like Jay-Z is Michael Jordan, Lil Wayne is Kobe Bryant, Bird is Eminem. You see where I'm going with this. Tupac is Russell Simmons. Hey, Holly, salute, salute, Holly. I'm going on here as well. Make sure you check your email and tell people to subscribe to this content. I appreciate you, Holly. Thank you for chiming in. Appreciate you. Respect and salute. So yeah, so I see Kendrick Lamar as Steph Curry, and Drake is LeBron James. Just on the attitude, just on the way their performance skills and the way they shifted in the game. They switched up the game. Like LeBron is in his what 21st, 22nd season, something like that. And Steph has all these titles for 3-pointers and so many made at one time. That's like Kendrick Lamar. He has like all the 3-pointers. He has the singles. He has the different in the albums. He has the Pulitzer. And that was like Steph Curry winning the MVP award unanimously. No one has ever done that before. So I just do little combinations of what a basketball player in the NBA is and a rapper is in the hip hop world. But this is the top story. The top story, even bigger than ASAP. And I want to talk about ASAP when the jury is finished deliberating. They've been deliberating for a few hours. Jury is currently on lunch until 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Deliberation is paused. So what is that? Oh, that'll be, so it's 4 o'clock right now. So that's okay. Until 1:30, lunch until 1:30. Okay, so 4:30 is when they'll pick up again. Yeah, 30 minutes exactly. See, I love the quick-minded Italian woman. See, she corrects my dumb ass when I don't know the right time. That's why I respect her. But yeah, so he was mad at the jersey. He looked at it, said, "Oh, it says DeRozan. Oh, get that!" And he just chucked it right back into the audience. Just said, "Oh, get out of here." So DeRozan, he chose a side. He picked a side. He said, "You know what? He's coming from Compton. I'm coming from Compton. We made it. We made it. We made it. That's what his whole modus operandi is. Like he made it. And they made it big. He went to DeRozan went to the NBA. Kendrick Lamar got big in the hip hop and the music business. I mean, that's amazing. Those are amazing accomplishments when you have an area which is plagued by gang violence and drug usage, probably to this day. Maybe not as much as in the 80s and 90s. Not as much as it once was, but definitely within that scope, within that idea. So, with Drake throwing this jersey into the crowd, that just shows I think a bit of weakness. He should have held it up. She said, "Look at this is turn it around, show the back of it, show the front." Says DeRozan. Andretti says, "My boy." He knows I'm gonna say, I am that boy. I am that guy. I guess I am that guy. Are you Team Kendrick or Team Drake? I'm definitely Kendrick. There's no question. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Holly. It doesn't even matter. I can say I'm Team Drake or Team Kendrick. He's got more hits, more. I don't know if he had more studio albums. I think he has a little bit more studio albums than Kendrick. What about you, Holly? Who are you on? What side do you take? I'm taking the side of Kendrick. I think West Coast is the best coast right now. I do not like Drake. I like Drake. I like his music. I like his music. I actually like his music. I love Passion Fruit. I love Started from the bottom. A lot of people hate that song. I love that song. It's got such great energy to it, and it has a great story behind it. But like I said, Drake is probably crying in his with like stacks of hundreds all around him in his safe. You know, Drake has a better catalog, but he didn't. He didn't what? I like them both, but I see through Kendrick. Okay. He started at no bottom. He started at Degrassi. That's where he started. He started at Degrassi. He started as little Jimmy in the wheelchair. Now Bumbleclot's in here. And these are my core people. These aren't like fake people coming in. You're not going to be able to see the chat and the post video. But everybody that's chiming in is subscribed to my channel. I thought I was going to get the rush. The rush doesn't happen anymore. I used to get like 30, 40 people at the same time just come in and like, whoa. And then it whittles down to 20, then to 10, and 5. But now it's at the real people that I know and trust. That's why I respect them. All right. Drake started as a bottom. I don't half step because I'm not a half stepper. Drink a lot of soda and they call me Dr. Pepper. I don't even know who said that. Did Drake say that? Yeah, I don't like his fake thug life. Oh, I like that, Holly. I like that. But we differ on how much I do respect Drake. I respect his gusto, his bravado. I like that. That's cool. A Tribe Called Quest. What is that? Okay. Got you. Tribe Called Quest. Clock spitting classic hot hip hop lyrics. Yeah, that's his thing. That's what Bumbleclot does. I'm gonna let Bumbleclot live. I'm gonna let him live with that. He's spitting them hip hop lyrics. I thought that was something newer. I'm not. To be honest, I'm not familiar with all of A Tribe Called Quest their discography. Not too familiar with it. Not too familiar. To be honest with you, to lay it all out. I know about the low end theory. I know about electric relaxation. I know about the world tour. Five Dogs, salute to him. Rockin' Power. Rockin' Power to Fife Dog. Definitely. So definitely give respect to Fife Dog. So this is the top story. This is in the top block on Hip Hop DX. Derozan played for the Bulls. He played for the Raptors. Now he's on the Kings. I think he was on another team before that. Let me see. Demar Derozan. Yeah, let's see. He was on the Raptors, the Spurs, the Bulls, and now on the Kings. He's a six-time NBA All-Star, 2-time All-NBA team. I thought he won. I thought he won a ring, but he hasn't won a ring yet. He's still working on it. He's been in the game for over almost 16 years almost. Well, this will be his 16th year. But he's coming from Compton. He's got to represent. He's got to represent where his family lives, he said. All right, here we go. I can't escape the LiAngelo story. Oh, yeah. We'll cover that. We'll definitely get to that. Are you covering ASAP? Yes, when the jury is finished with their lunch and their deliberation, I will be covering every aspect of the ASAP trial. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing it again, and we're doing it live. I present the award-winning best author of Kingdom of the Air and the follower of Ayn Rand, and he's the man who jumps to the looking glass. Does he have a ring with any of those? Okay, Rick James. Skylar Saunders sees. It should be seeing, but thank you for the try. I respect the attempt, Mr. Rick James. Thank you very much. Dollar bills. Okay, wait. Richard J says 4 viewers, 4 likes, not mad. Well, I got 6 viewers right now. I got 6 of you out here, so I appreciate you. Make sure y'all subscribe to Sky Saunders and make sure you donate. Most importantly, I appreciate that, Andretti. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Drake and his 41 diamond necklace. Holly's got it. She's got it against the Drake. She's got it against Drizzy. Against Champagne Poppy. I happen to like Champagne Poppy. I like Drake. He's LeBron. He's LeBron. He makes like everybody compare. Oh, who's better, Jordan or LeBron? Come on, it's like playing Drake against Jay-Z. I mean, the amount of hits, the amount of time. Jay didn't stay long for the most of his hits. For most of his hit albums, he stayed for 8 summers back to back to back. Nobody's ever done that, to my knowledge. Had platinum or platinum plus albums. He's not great because he sold. He sold because he's great. That's the difference. Some people sell because they're great. Jay-Z happens to be that one of those people. Andre says they say Riri footing the bill, but I can't believe ASAP broke. ASAP's not broke. He's got his own money. It's not as long as his baby mother's, but he's got good money. Riri the Barbadian billionaire. Exactly. She's got the billions. Her money is long. She is astute at the financial arts. She's definitely got it. Kendrick take woke Drake a culture vulture. I think it's time to move on. That could possibly be it. But let me do this. Let me make sure Holly gets her just due. She was the first person to ever get give me a sale. And I just talked to the owner of the business, Mr. Peng. So I'm gonna make sure she gets her moderation. Now she's officially got a blue wrench. Let me make sure. Holly, it's The Rock. And did we have that conversation about Diamond Dallas Page owning the trademark, and that's why he went at Jay-Z for having he can't throw up the diamond anymore, and they don't throw up the diamond. And that was like in 1996 when he made the trademark. That was crazy. Yeah, there you go, Holly. I got you, girl. I got you. Riri had the kids in court. Was that a sympathy card? That was obviously well orchestrated. The prosecutions, brought that up. It was like, don't, think about Rihanna, is a real name. He said Rihanna. That's what everybody else calls her, but the real pronunciation of her name is Rihanna. But anyway, he said, don't think about her, and the babies. Don't think about them giggling. And the judge was like, okay, from now on, do not mention anything about Rihanna or the kids or anything. Keep them out of it. So I respected what the judge said. He sued it out of Jay-Z. Yeah, I think so. I can't remember. They don't really talk about that much, but Diamond Dallas Page was crazy. He said, nope, y'all ain't. Well, he's not crazy, but he was just like standing on his on business. I don't know if he sued him, but he like sent a what is that legal term? Cease and desist kind of thing. Diamond Dallas Page filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z accusing him of using the same hand gesture in his music videos without permission. In a settlement agreement, Jay-Z reportedly paid an undisclosed sum to Page to resolve the matter. So they didn't go to court. They never went to court. They settled out of court. ASAP Rocky don't want no more bussy in prison. Well, I don't know if he ever had any bussy. Let's be clear on that. On my show. YouTube subscriber. I know you want to get your favorite word out there. Yup, Def Sympathy. See ya. Yeah, yes, card. Yeah, definitely sympathy card. Yeah, I think that was orchestrated by the lawyer, Joey Taco. I like to call him. His real name is Joe Tacopino. Joe Joseph Takapina. He's a hard charger. He's definitely ready for the fight. Ready for whatever goes down. He fought his way on. He fought the good fight. He ran his race. ASAP really had. This is Andretti. ASAP really had to put his Mac down. Okay, it looks like it's getting closer. We're getting closer. Down, but Riri wouldn't even let billionaire before she was a billionaire. Put a baby in her, but Rocky did. Okay. I can see that. Yeah, because who was she? What was his name? What was that billionaire's name? I can't remember. I have to go through her list of boyfriends. I can't remember all of it. Holly says, wasn't it the same guy Chelsea Handler was with? It possibly could have been. I'm not even sure. It could have been with Chelsea Handler. Let me see. Rihanna. I almost forgot her most famous. Well, probably next to her most famous beau, Chris Brown, of course. It says Leonardo DiCaprio. What? That's kind of crazy. I don't know if that was true or not. It's a list of people though. Shia LaBeouf, Ashton Kutcher. This doesn't seem like it's real. I can't trust this. Ryan Phillippe's in here. From Drake to ASAP Rocky. Okay, let's see. This is from 2003. Chris Brown, Drake, Matt Kemp, outfielder for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Travis Scott, Hassan Jamil. Was that the billion? Was he a billionaire? Who was he? Oh, Love on the Brain singer. Okay. And ASAP. Okay, so I don't think she had any other billionaires in her past. According to people, I should say. According to people. Oh, here comes Lee Hawkins. Y'all my moderators. Lee Hawkins is in here again. Y'all can do what y'all got to do. She got more bodies than a graveyard. The Saudi, yeah. Who was the Saudi? The Saudi I understood was what's his name? Hold on. Hassan Jamil, is that what you're talking about? The singer? Or was it, or is that her? That was her. Who was he? Saudi businessman, Hassan Jamil. You're exactly right, Holly. Hassan Jamil, thank you. Yes, you're exactly right. That's the Saudi, yeah. Emoji nonsense. What are you doing? Well, it's $10 if you want to ask questions. You can go to my Cash App. It's not up there right now. I'm trying to get as many subscriptions before I get my money. The subscriptions will lead to more money, so it's not a sacrifice. You just joined. Well, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. There it is down there. You see? Bing, 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 bing. Subscribe, youtube.com/ Oh, that's my fault. That's my bad. Oh, see, I messed up. That's my fault. It should be Sky Saunders. Damn it. All right, in that poll, put in the real one. All right. Give me a moment, folks. I got to correct my dumb ass. I knew I'll mess up something. I'm working on it right now. Just give me a moment. YouTube.com/Sky Saunders. That's it. That's probably why I wasn't getting any subscriptions. All right, so here we go. Andretti says, okay. Okay, there you go. So that's the new one, emoji nonsense. That's the real subscription one you want to do. YouTube.com/Sky Saunders. Okay, Andretti says, who would you choose to marry, Kendall Jenner or Rihanna? To be honest with you, I would rather marry Kris Jenner. What's her? Isn't that her name? The mother? I'd rather marry the mother. She made what, 4 or 5 billionaires at the same time? She's the one with the master plan. Aubrey can keep crying while Kendrick breaks all these records. Numbers are the only thing that he had over Kendrick. Yeah, that's the thing. Drake can't claim the same things that Kendrick can. He has so many more, accolades that are attached to his name. I mean, it started with the Pulitzer. Drake's never gonna win a Pulitzer. That's rapping as a rapper. He might write a novel or something like that, or his memoir, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But I still don't think he'll win a Pulitzer from that either. So Kendrick Lamar's got him on that. He's got him on multiple things. The first person of the year to pass 1 billion, rap or otherwise, on Spotify. He's got 100 million downloads. I don't want to say downloads. That's not. I think it's streams. That's it. Streams of his They Not Like Us. He has the first time he swept the Grammys, of course. ASAP Rally should have started ASAP Fitness instead of begging. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Drake is lucky if he wins a Kids' Choice Award for his writing. That was clever. That was clever. Both of their numbers are fake. Okay. 101 monthly billion listeners. The record was like 86 million before. Yeah, something like that. 101 million, I mean. Okay, I got you. I'm rolling with you. So, Drizzy, Drake, I like the guy. I still like that guy. I can't just say, oh, well, Kendrick came through and destroyed his career. He put a dent in it, but he can go to the body shop and get a whole new car. Like, that's the whole thing I'm thinking about with Drake. Like if there was some kind of demolition, like if Drake just sideswiped his car, Drake can be like, damn, I gotta get this fixed. Or be like, I can get a whole new Maybach. Like, I can get a new jet. I can get a new, like, you damage my car. I can get a whole new, G6, G7, I think they're on now. Let me see. Shot by Fabi says, you need to step outside. Kendrick is everywhere. Even South Koreans are rocking with GNX right now. It's insane. Yeah, GNX, he's the first rapper, I think, they didn't say artist, to have all 3 of his albums, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, and GNX, to be in the top 10 spots on the Billboard 200 chart. I'm saying each one of the ASAP model members started a business out of the ASAP brand. Okay. And Relly was complaining about ASAP Rocky paying for so much funeral. Paying for so much funeral. If that was the case, why didn't he do it? You got me on that. I'm not sure. And Mr. Morale is now in the top 100 as well. So now 4. Yeah, well, yeah, in top 100, 4. Yeah, but top 10, 3. That's never been done by any rapper before. You gotta give him his flowers. I hate that line. I really hate that line. Give him his flowers. Give him his flowers. Give her flowers while she can still smell them. While he can still smell them. Doesn't make any sense. It makes 0 sense. Just respect and salute and congratulate people, not give them their flowers, because what that suggests. I don't respect. I don't give that any respect. And Mr. Moran, okay, I played GNX once. I enjoyed He deserves it all. Mr. Morale, yeah. I love Mr. Morale, the Big Stepper. I love the imagery. I love the storytelling. It was very, very harsh and, very garish, but, at the same time, it was very profound. Um, at this point, we need to give him a garden, not just flowers. Yeah. He needs like the tulips in Holland kind of thing. If you want to get somebody their flowers, he needs to, he needs to get a tour of the tulips. But yeah, so Mr. Morale is incredible, and I love that it keeps climbing when it comes to where people hold it in his discography. Yeah, and that's the thing that I've been saying. It's like it's amazing how even with Jay-Z is like he's like the ultimate rapper for me because he's like the ultimate. He's like Michael Jordan. He's like Michael Jordan in a way because he came into the game and was like, I'm gonna revolutionize this thing. I'm gonna do 8 albums in a row. He didn't I don't know if he planned on 8 albums, but he said in his mind that he can do that. He had a double disc album, the Blueprint 2. I mean, and they all slap. They all slap. I didn't really, I kind of minded, Kingdom Come. That was his 45. That was his coming back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5. He had to get his groove back. He did in the next year with American Gangster. Then he had Blueprint 3, which was an amazing piece of work. It seemed like kind of like it didn't, all the pieces didn't fit, but it still made sense, if that makes sense. And it went platinum too. Nothing he's done, on a studio album has never gone below platinum, no matter what. Then he had the Magnum Carta Holy Grail. I like that in like sections. I like, Picasso Baby and stuff like that. I love those different songs that come up. Then he has 444, which is a masterpiece. He has 4 masterpieces. He has Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, the Black Album, and 444. Those are his masterpieces. Everything else is a lesser classic. The whole industry was tired of Drake. Yeah. With Kendrick, you never know what you'll get. He's a mystery. 444 was Jay-Z's last album. Exactly. It was his previous album, but who knows if it's his final album? That's the question. That's what you say last. Like, this may have been his last album, but is it his last album? Question. So we have to really organize our ideas around that. After 444, he started talking on songs instead of having an actual flow. After 444? You mean like the songs he had for The Harder They Fall? I just started watching. It's pretty interesting. It looks like an interesting, I don't care if it's black, white, red, yellow, brown. It doesn't matter. I don't like westerns like that. They just don't appeal to me. I don't. It's always about revenge. It's about getting over on somebody or working the land or, it's like, I don't care. 444 is incredible. Yeah, on the features. Okay. Oh, you watching that movie? Yeah, I told you. I keep my word. I'm just watching it right now. It looks pretty good. I like the spectacle of it. I love the imagery of it. It looks pretty good so far. I'm at the very beginning of it. I'm at the beginning where he is in the church and and the guy comes in and he's got the scorpion tattoo on his hand. He's like, it's kind of strange how somebody has a scorpion tattoo on their hand. I could see a snake, but not a scorpion. And then I'm not gonna give it all away. I watched Den of Thieves 2 last night. I didn't watch Den of Thieves the original. I gotta watch that, I guess, now. But Andretti says it's good, so I'll take his word on that. It looks like Holly dropped out. She has some business to do. I know she's off for this week. Hopefully, I'm not giving too much information away. But she comes into the live, and I appreciate her. She's an official moderator, so I appreciate what she does. She helped my dumbass a lot. Okay. She was just laying in the cut. She must be She must be, worried, have other appointments or other assignments, even though she's off for the day and the week. I appreciate you very much, Holly. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Um, for what she does with the vets. She's like Chelsea with her glasses on. She works with the vet. She works in the GS. I want to make sure their jobs are secure. Forget what the Agent Orange, as Spike Lee would call him, and his cronies and everybody in that in the administration, protect their positions so that they can continue. Definitely. What does that say? Okay, both kids are at their friend. Okay, okay. I was cleaning and listening. Oh, you're cleaning and listening. I appreciate. See, I appreciate that. I don't care what nobody says. It says I have 0 viewers. That's what I'm saying. It really is like 6. it's it's the algorithm. Algorithm is God, but the God be messing up sometimes, I guess. All right, I think Jay-Z needs to produce a movie about the ancient Egyptians being black. That'd be interesting, but see, this is the difference. There's Egyptians and then there's Nubians. The Nubians are the dark skinned in Africa. Egyptians are like mixed with something else that makes their skin like bronze, but not really dark black. There's a few dark black Egyptians, of course, but for the majority of them, they're pretty, bronze instead of ebony, if you know what I mean. My job is secure. I work my tail off and I make myself known at the VAs. There you go, Holly. There you go, girl. Salute. Salute to you. That's what I'm talking about. You've always worked it. I don't know if you remember Leroy. Remember Leroy? Leroy was my guy. He got me a piece of German chocolate cake one time when I was on the psych ward. When I was on the psych ward, he got me a piece of German chocolate cake and we were just talking. We were like, yeah. Holly, yeah, she's real. She's one of the realest ones on here. So, yeah, definitely remember Leroy. He was the truth. And we were just talking. We were just like, yeah, Holly, she's got her work cut out for her. She knows what she's doing. So that's just the praise I can give you. I'm not worthy. Salute to you, Holly. All right, they've got 2 hours and 29 minutes and 5 seconds in deliberation so far. The verdict is the verdict clock. They're back from lunch. Deliberation has continued right now. Let's see. I've kept it going. Still the same worth ethic. Yeah, appreciate it. Salute to you. Salute to you. Salute to you. So, Drizzy Drake. Mad at a Jersey. This is the top story. I mean, they could be talking about so many other things. That's on Hip Hop DX. Hip hop hot new hip hop. I mean, they're not even discussing it. They're talking about Drake and Party Next Door, some sexy songs. Some say some ish songs, and sees healthy decrease in Spotify streams after second day. It's not looking good for Drizzy. It's not looking good for him. I have to be honest. I actually like that guy. I like his music, but it's been since last March? All this, in February, I think, all this came out. And this really was Control, the Control verse from 2014, if anybody remembers. Big Sean, he was just like, you know what, I'm just sit back, let them do their thing, let them have their way, let this guy, Kendrick Lamar, just spit off the domes. He's coming after Pusha T, Meek Mill, everybody. He said, I love y'all, but I got to kill y'all at the same time. I'm paraphrasing, Drake bitter like 50 Cent. 50 Cent's not bitter. Not that I know of. Not to my knowledge. He's got, land in Shreveport, Louisiana. He's got land in Shreveport, Louisiana that he's going to be turning into like a Tyler Perry kind of studios outlet. And same thing with Cat Williams. He bought up millions of dollars worth of land, over $1 million worth of land. It used to be a military base, I think, too, somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. Let me look it up so I know what I'm talking about. Cat Williams purchases former military base. The site, known as Starships, includes barracks, gymnasiums, and flatland. Where is this located? In Alabama. 117-acre former military base in Alabama. Cat Williams bought that. To launch, what does it say? To launch, it doesn't say. God damn it. All right, what are we saying? What are we talking about? 50 Cent got mad and Big Meech for working with Rick Ross, but Dr. Dre gave Rick Ross a watch and appeared on Rick Ross songs. True. Yeah. There were 3 kings. It was Dre, Jay, and Ricky. Rick Ross. Yeah, there were 3 kings. Nice. I didn't hear that. Yeah, yep. That's the truth. That's what's factual. That's, this is when you boss up. I love when people boss up. I love that whole mentality of entrepreneurship. Do for self. Now, this is probably where we're going to differ, Holly. We may differ on this, but I am totally against DEI. I'm against affirmative action. I'm against all of that. I'm totally for creating your own, doing your own thing, making something out of your own self. You don't have to be included. I have to be included. I have to be included. No, you have to create your own. I have to be equal. I have to be equal. The only way you can be equal with somebody if you knock them down. And diversity, I know I went backwards. I went IED, and that's a totally different other situation. But the D, diversity for diversity's sake, I'm totally against. I'm totally against that. Totally against diversity. If you want to have multiple people of different ethnicities and faiths and everything like that, cool. I have no problem with that. But forcing people to do it, that's where I have an issue. The only place you should be forced to do something is in the government and especially the military, the law courts, and the police force. That's where they should have no segregation. It should be completely desegregated. Private companies should have DEI. I'm for that. If you want to be a private company and have DEI, go for it. That's your private company. That's what you want to do. But I'm not going to say I agree with it. But anyway, see, we go on tangents sometimes. But I'm just waiting for this verdict. This verdict is going to be crazy. But this is what I got from Hot New Hip Hop. Hold on. Hot New Hip Hop. The prosecution is looking for, if he's found guilty, they want ASAP. I just saw they're recommending 10 to 12 years sentence if ASAP Rocky is found guilty. Excuse me. That was crazy. But I don't see him being found guilty. I don't see it. I mean, just to put it out there right now, before anything happens, I think he'll be acquitted on all charges. All charges. Okay, here we go. Where the F is Tyler at? He still make movies. It's like his TV shows are on autopilot. They shoot them with one take, the worst actors. Jake might can't recover from that L. See, I hope it's a lesson. Last year, they made more of a big deal of 2 transgender days. One day of remembrance and the other day was of visibility. Wow. They promoted Diversity Day at the VA bigger than Memorial Day. Wow. I'm thrilled to do away with DI. I'm telling you, Holly, I didn't know. I sometimes I venture a guess, but we're on the same page. We're on the exact same page. We understand. I'm totally against DEI. You should build for yourself, even within the government. Which is hard because there should be no segregation in the government, but there shouldn't be any promotion of Black History Month, White History Month, Brown, Yellow, Navajo, Puerto Rican, whatever month you want to choose. There should be no month about you. That's not for the government. Private, sure. Why not? Do it. great, but not government. What Jay say? I beat them charges like Rocky. Yeah, beat them charges like Rocky. Exactly. That's weird, yo. That's crazy, yo. Now people are gonna say that's gonna be a double meaning if whatever happens. If you beat, but he said, DA want to box me in, but somehow I beat them charges like Rocky. Yeah, definitely. H to Izzo. That was Izzo. That was Izzo. Yep. No. That's no. I know that. I know that, Holly. But people in the future are going to be saying that. Rocky Marciano. Yeah, I knew that. That's what, because that was 2001. This is Mark. ASAP Rocky was 14 years old, 13 years old when that record came out. He was my age. We were born in the same year, 1988. Same thing with Riri. We're all 88 babies. Can someone explain DEI? I heard only LGBT benefit. I will, Andretti. I'll break it down to you. Yeah, we know how. All right, so DEI is diversity, equity, or equality, and inclusion. Diversity meaning we have to have as many different faiths, we have to have different races, different ethnicities, different cultures, different sexual preferences, all into one group. Wherever hiring, whether for a school board, whether for granting students into that institution, or like a private company hiring under that umbrella of people that I just mentioned. Inclusion it goes kind of along with diversity, so you're included within that bracket of whoever you are. You make sure you're included under that same ideal. And I should say equality. Equity is I didn't say it right. I'm gonna say equity or equality. Equity is saying that you may have skills that are lesser than somebody, but because of your skin color or because of your sexual preference, you should have an equal footing as them. And how do you do that? There's a great one. Look up Dr. Jerome Brook. Dr. Jerome Brook. He had a great illustration of equality or equity. Now you have somebody like a basketball player. You have somebody like LeBron James, right? You play him in a game of one-on-one. So who is going to win? Who do you think will win with you just being, not, even if you trained for 2 years, lifted weights, shot 1,000 basketballs, a day, and just train, you'd still lose against LeBron James. I hope you understand that. Same thing with Steph Curry in a game of 3-pointers. You could have shot over 3,000 baskets, and you still lose against Steph Curry. Why? Because he's just that great. He has those skills. What is it? Equity, not equality. Okay, thank you. See, she's a lot smarter than myself. DEI is truly communism. Yes, it is. Equality is equality of outcome. Yes, Holly is telling the truth. That's what I'm getting to. So that if you're playing Steph Curry in a game of 3-pointers, if you're playing LeBron, I mean, even you can say Steph Curry in basketball as well, but especially 3-pointers. LeBron James has a better understanding of basketball, and he has height, and he has strength, and he has a build, and he just will dominate you. He will dunk on your head. He will demolish you. So that's the only. So what's the way that you can beat him? Well, you gotta break his arms, and that's probably not gonna be enough. You gotta break his legs, because he can probably run and still throw up a broken arm, and block you or something like that. So you gotta break his legs too. So he's in a wheelchair, broken arms, broken legs, and he'll probably score on you somehow, but you'll lose. I mean, you'll win. That's the only way you can win, by knocking other people down. That's the only way. I'm going to win because I'm going to kick a knee. No, not even kick a knee. You break his knees, break his legs. You shoot, you break his legs. You break him at the knee. Okay, you got it. Okay, good. I don't know. I didn't explain it as well as Holly probably would have. She would have probably had more, grace and, candor than myself, but that's all right. Kid Rock said Kendrick Lamar performance was a product of DEI. That's where Kid Rock is wrong. DEI is not about merit. Kendrick Lamar earned his place. It's about earning. DEI is not about earning. It's about just appropriating. That's what DEI is about. And especially in the private world. It's hard to say in the government world because there's so many different departments and so many different levels, and a lot of it needs to be get rid of. Like we need to get rid of the FDA, we need to get rid of the DEA, we need to get rid of the OSHA, we need to get rid of NOAA, and so many more. FAA, FCC, SEC, all these different organizations that didn't exist over 150 years ago. By the way, 150 years ago, these things didn't exist. So we have to look at it like that. If there was a FAA and everybody's talking about, oh, the planes are crashing, oh my God, that's a fallacy. If you make it a correlation, it's not a correlation. If you say, oh, the Trump administration, that's the reason why all the planes are falling out of the sky and planes are being crashed, is because of DEI and everything like that, and because of the Trump administration. It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. It's because of FAA's outdated system. Because it's not like Apple. Apple should be running at the different ways of flight. Apple should take over for the FAA, or Walmart or something like that. A major corporation should take over for the FAA instead of them, because they have logistics, they have up to the minute technology, up to the second really technology, cutting edge stuff. Okay, I get the analogy. Okay, you got it. Kid Rock a hater, and I don't know why, because he came in doing hip hop. He had the high top fade that was like a frosted, almost like a box thing, and he was wearing the cross colors, I think, or something like that. Allegedly, I'm not sure if he was exactly wearing cross colors, but that's what he was like. Yeah, I don't like what Kid Rock said either, Holly. I don't get that either. Holly, me either. He need his face. Well, let's not go there. I'm not even gonna repeat that. Let's not go to physical violence. Let's not go there. But yeah. Kid Rock, he switched. He did a Post Malone. He was the original Post Malone. Post Malone came out as a rapper. He came out with White Iverson, and he was rapping. And then he switched over to rock and roll. And same thing with MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly was a rapper. Then he switched over to rock and roll. That's how you do it. I'm not even saying that as hate. I'm not trying to diss him. It's just a fact. It's a fact of reality. Holly's crazy. She said, Post Malone is unlistenable. Oh my gosh. To be honest, I only remember him on White Iverson. I lost track of him. I know he has a song with that went double diamond, I think, or almost double diamond, with the ears, they call it Ray Strummer. What's his name? Oh my God. I have to look it up. See? Sunflower Post. Sway Lee and Post Malone. MGK is trash. At least Kid Rock got better when he gave up rap. Yeah, that's facts. He learned how to play guitar. He plays guitar pretty okay. He's not bad. Yeah, Post actually good. He mastered that auto-tune. Yeah. Sunflower, yes, Sunflower, exactly. Posty and that look of his. Ugh. Holly be getting it in. I'm telling y'all. That's why she earned her stripes. She earned her stripes. Telling y'all, she be getting it in. I don't even know that. I love the song Sunflower. I gotta give it to you. You know what? I know that has like almost, was it 20 million streams or whatever, 20 million downloads or whatever the case may be. I don't think I've ever heard it, to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard Sunflower. I may have heard it sometime, maybe, in passing, but I don't think I've, sat down and said, I'm going to listen to this song or something like that. Just being honest with you. All right, Andretti said, Post got a song with Beyonce and some good country music. Yeah, I did like that. I did like him on one of her Cowboy Carter songs. I did like that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And Dirty says, I like Circles more than Sunflower. Circles seems like it would probably be good too. Sorry, man. Double disagree. Holly's just being honest, like she always is. She'll tell you. I remember one time. Here's the story. We were going, because like a lot of people don't understand this, but when you're in the psych ward, you go places. People don't realize that. You go outside. You go to different DFW or department. People of foreign wars that fought in foreign wars. The lodge halls and stuff like that. Well, Holly was like the leader of all that. She would make sure that everything was planned well and everything. But I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm only gonna have one. I'm gonna have one plate. She looked at me like, shit, one plate. You know you're gonna get some more. I was like, okay. I didn't argue with her. I was just like, let me get another plate. Stop paying. Who's paying his nails? MGK or Post Malone or Tyler? There's a few people are. Both. Oh, both. Okay. I didn't realize both of them were. And actually, all three, Tyler. Mr. Ginger, you. They all need to stop painting nails. What we talking about today, bro? Okay, you don't have a wrench. You're asking a question. You know it's $10. $10 in my Cash App. I'll give it to you if you need it. If you're serious and you're talking about your brother, I'm not your brother. I'm not your brother. Not your brother. I'm letting Andretti and Holly talk it out right now. They're having a conversation right now. Holly and Andretti are talking it out. But let them discuss that. So back to Drizzy. Drizzy is PO'd, pissed off. I guess I'm gonna say pissed off at Derozan jersey. That is serious. That is sincere. That is real. So with Drizzy being, pissed off at Derozan, it's a sad situation because I think that ASAP paints his nails. I didn't realize that. And Travis Scott, does he paint his nails too? And Lil Uzi Vert. Don't forget Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert paints his nails. That's just not for me. That's going a little that's going a little bit. What is Mr. Ginger? What is Forsuit? What is Forsuit? Of course, Uzi Bert does. Big diamond head. LOL. He's got a terrible look. Forsuit. What is Forsuit? I gotta look that up now. I don't even know what you're talking about. What is Forsuit? Are you saying for sure? Is that what you're saying? For sure? You're saying for sure. Okay. And Dreddy said Uzi is disgusting looking. So this is what I'm probably going to end up doing. I'm probably going to shut this stream down when they have the deliberation, when they first come in and have the deliberation done. And then and deliver the verdict. I'm gonna put it on my other. Probably gonna be on the same stream, but it's gonna be on a different. It's gonna be a different title, of course. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut this down, and when it gets to the deliberation, the finality of the deliberation. Yeah, I'm not into that angry devil raver look. Andretti says, I seen Key Glock wearing a Birkin bag. That's not Memphis culture. Well, was it across his chest, or was he wearing it on one shoulder? I wear a purse. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a heterosexual man. I'm strong in my heterosexuality. I wear a purse because I don't like to keep my phone, my keys, my wallet, my anything else all on my pockets. I hate that. Give me something where I can carry it. And during the winter, I have a coat, so I can just put it in the coat. But during the summer, I have a purse. So that's just telling the truth. No, it was the purse. But Andretti, was it on? Did he have? It'll take a suitcase. I'll take a suitcase. Okay, well, will you take a suitcase to just go around town? Or book bag. Yeah, maybe a book bag. No, definitely not Memphis culture. Yeah, that's what Holly's saying. But yeah, I wear a purse, and I'm proud to say it. It's cool. I'm still attracted to the females and women. Not a problem. I just don't like to have keys in my pockets and a wallet and my phone and all this stuff in all of my pockets. It's annoying to me. So I just keep it all in one bag. Doesn't make a difference to me. I'm very, very secure. I'm telling the USMC. That's Holly. That's something Andretti would probably have said. But but the thing is, in USMC, we had Diddy bags. So and you carry them like a purse. So there you go. On Hangover, was it Zach Galifianakis' character? I can't remember who had it. I think it was. You could have got a crossbody bag. Yeah, I do the crossbody. I do the crossbody. I get the crossbody purse. It's not feminine. It's completely male. It's like, it looks like it's like a charred oak or maple or something like that. It's like a dark brown, maybe chocolate colored. Yeah, satchel. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a satchel." It's a purse. Don't try to like try to man up and try to be something like you're not. It's for some reason I don't believe Marines use the word purse. Well, I say it only out of just to thumb my nose at people that say "Oh, you're wearing a purse." Yeah, I'm wearing a purse. What you gonna do about it? I'm secure. Are you secure? Are you okay? I don't know about you. What's going on with you? Yeah, satchel, Diddy bag. Maybe I'll start calling it my Diddy bag. Because nobody says Diddy bag unless you're in the Marine Corps that I know of. Maybe other branches say Diddy bag, but that's gonna be my Diddy bag from now on. Yeah. Okay, so Mr. Green Ginger says the rich guy did that. They got the car from. I thought the name Kim Jong as did as well. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, going the Mike Tyson route. I see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? Or he'd be like, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do? I'm Mike Tyson. So, what we got here? I love how he says that every argument he gets in. Yeah, I saw clips on it. He was like, yeah, because you're an a-hole and stuff like that. He was like, you're a piece of S and stuff like that. He was talking to the guy on that was interviewing. He's like, oh, come on, man. He was like, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? I'm Mike Tyson. What you gonna do about it? I'm Mike Tyson. Now he's gonna find me for making fun of him and ask me what I want to do about it. The late great Mike, yeah, in fact, no, he's not late. He's still alive. He's great. No, he's one of the best boxers of all time. So okay, this is all experimental. All this is experimental because they must have, I don't know, maybe somebody. I got a strike on my account. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe it's somebody on my account and they say, oh, he's got a strike. I can't. Do you guys see a strike when you see it when you first come in? When you see my name or whatever it is, and say, oh, there's a strike under his. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of this. Somebody make sense of this. Make sense. No, okay, no. Best boxer of all time until he bit your ear off. Yeah. No strike. Okay, cool. Okay. I just lost a subscriber. That's always a good sign. What you mean? I mean, there's a strike against me for having a copyright strike. I had the Grammys playing. What was the Grammys? I think it was the Grammys. They were playing, and I was away from my computer, and they said, and I came back, and they said that they just issued me a strike. YouTube issued me a strike. And I was just like, oh, man. And I had one before. And it takes 90 days to go away. But it seems like it goes very quickly because life goes very quickly. So I didn't really, worry about it too much. But DeRozan is the truth because he's still sticking to his gun. He's sticking to the fact that he is from Compton. He might have played for Toronto Raptors, but he's not a Toronto Raptor anymore. He was on the Bulls and he's on the Kings right now. So Drizzy getting mad, getting in his feelings, getting sad, boo-hoo, oh my gosh. Crying in my millions, my hundreds of millions of dollars. Because you're supposed to be happy with money. A lot of people say, even Jay-Z said we were so happy poor when we got rich. That's when things got crossed and we got flipped. Or we got switched, I think he said. You're supposed to be happy when you're rich. Be happy. That's another thing about, faith. Have you ever seen a happy saint? Every time you see a saint, they got arrows sticking out of them. Their head is on a platter. They're looking forlorn. Just there's no happy saint. Like I'm a saint. I'm doing the Lord's work. Even Kevin Smith had a great movie called Dogma. He had a buddy Christ. It looked like this. He had the buddy Christ because it's like Jesus. Oh, you see him in Catholicism, especially. You see him on the cross. He looks thin. He looks like a heroin addict. He's just stretched wide. Yeah. Dogma is a great movie. It's one of my top 10 movies, I think. Dogma is great. But he looks terrible. He's got the nails in his hand and his feet. And he's got the spear in his side. He's got the cross. He's got the crown of thorns on his head. It's not pretty. It's not nice. If they switched it up and said, you know what? Let's rebrand this whole thing. Make it happy. You know, you get to go to heaven. Everything's great. It's wonderful. I was just listening to an audio a video. I was watching a video of Frank McCourt. Frank McCourt is he's deceased now. I think I'm pretty sure he passed away. Let me make sure. Yeah, Frank McCourt passed away. He was a writer. He's most famous for Angela's Ashes, and he was saying how they were talking mainly about hell. That was the whole thing: the fire and brimstone, and the terrors and the horrors, and the gnashing of teeth, and the moaning, and the horrific nature of it all. You met Frank McCourt. That's cool. Leave the Lord and Savior alone. Well, if you remember, Holly, I am an atheist. I meant to tell you that. I meant to tell you I am an atheist. I'll remind you. I think I told you before, but I am an atheist. But I don't mean to disrespect anybody. I'm just giving you examples. But Frank McCourt, you had dinner. You had dinner with Rick James. Crazy. I'll take your word at it. At Angela Ash's book signing in Boston. That is really cool. That's really cool, Holly. But he was talking. They were having a conversation how it was all like fire and brimstone, and it was very much about hell, and there was really very little talk about heaven, which is the opposite for Baptists. All they can talk about is like, I'm in the wrong place. I'm not supposed to be on this earth. I'm supposed to be in heaven. And yeah, there's hell if you do all this stuff and you don't repent and you don't come back to the Lord Jesus. So it gets to a point where it's like all about, you know, saying no more dying, no more crying, no more hospitals, no more hospital beds, no more, you know, wheelchairs, no more IV drips, no more ICU, nothing like that, no more pain, no more sorrow. That's the whole, from my upbringing, that's what I was brought up as a Christian in the Black Baptist Church. That's what I was brought up as. Oh my God. See, Holly, you do mess with me because I couldn't remember if you were or not. You're coming from a Catholic background, though, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. You're Italian, so you're coming from a Catholic background, most likely. I'm sure. Bumblecloud, do you have your passport? I don't have a passport. Did you get your shots? No, I got my shots. Do you want to come with Robert to America? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Bumblecloud. Yes, I was raised very Catholic, Holly says. Oh, R. Kelly. Oh, of course. I knew you were playing. I knew you were playing Bumblecloud. I knew you were I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to pull on the thread. See what happens. So even in other cultures, or well, the same culture, but different denominations. Denominations like the New Age churches, like the church. I go to church. You know, I'm an atheist that goes to church. How about that for one? They don't write too many books or show too many TV shows or movies about that. But you saw what he was doing. Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw what he was doing. I saw it. We love Bumbleclap for main fact. Yeah, Rick James saying that. Don't be a fish. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, now he's got the song "Step in the Name of Love" in my head for some reason. But yeah, so the different denominations, I don't know what to call. They're just called non-denominational churches, I think they're called. And they're very streamlined. They have you go on stage, they have, you know, a praise and worship team. Then they get to some giving. They have to get to the giving. Of course, they have to get to giving. Everything has to do with money. There's not one thing you can tell me in this entire universe that doesn't have to do with money. That's a fact. Everything has to do with money. There's not one thing you can say in the entire universe, not just this world, not just Earth, but everything that doesn't have to do with money. Okay. So they have the giving section. Then they get like a few church announcements, and then, you know, you meet and greet, and then they go right into the word, and then the word is done, and then you go home. And then I go in at 8:30, the 8:30 service, and I'm home by 10 or later. Or sometimes we go. I'm out by 10 or earlier, 9:45. So it just fits. It's what I wish was with what I had when I was younger, when I was in my youth, when I was in my earlier stage, my adolescence. So, how did I get here from DeRozan and the jersey? um, Now I'm back to another subscriber. It keeps going. It fluctuates. It fluctuates. It goes up. It goes down. It goes up. It goes down. Still not mad. Still not mad. 9 likes, two viewers that I can see. That I can see. This is a wild stream so far. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, DeRozan is the truth. Drizzy is the truth with an asterisk. He has an asterisk next to his name. Drizzy made history, okay? Over years. Kendrick Lamar is just eating off of one song mainly. He's eating off of a song that is humongous, that is gargantuan, and I'm not taking anything from him for that. You see 10 likes, well, that's what I'm saying. The algorithm is crazy. But Kendrick is eating off of one song, and that's beautiful. I'm not trying to knock him. I'm not trying to hate. Oh, he's just eating off of one song. No, he's eating off of that great song he made. He made an excellent song. Like, I just love how that came together for him. And then he got on the Super Bowl, made the most viewed Super Bowl in history according to Nielsen. Some people say it was inflated. Some people say that he bought views and all this. I'm just saying by facts. You can say all you want, like conjecture and things of that nature, but the fact remains that it's the most watched Super Bowl halftime performance in history. It beat Michael Jackson. Okay? So, it's just true. It's an inconvenient truth. So, I just think that Drizzy's bitter. He's sad. He's lonely. He's all on his own in a lot of ways. But he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. He should be happy. He should be happy with it. He can do whatever he wants. A lot more than we shouldn't even call it money anymore. We should just call it choices. Because that's what buys us. Money doesn't buy you anything but choices. If you have $2, you don't have a lot of choices. If you have $200 billion, you have a lot of choices. Depending on what you do with it. So we should call money choices. I'm gonna start calling money choices in my broadcast. Cash Money was his height for me. What do you mean, Holly? Oh, when he was on Cash, yeah. When he had Young Money, yeah. You know what? My favorite album of his was Take Care. I think that's his masterpiece. And then he has lesser classics, but they all went to #1. I'm not going off of numbers. I don't hear, Billboard charts. I hear the music. Yes, those were his best hits. Oops, Young Money. It's all good. I understood what you meant. At first, I thought you were talking about Real Money. Then I was like, oh yeah, he was on Young Money. He was on Young Money, Cash Money. Yeah, that's where his superior years. That was his best years. So he has hits. Definitely, he has hits. He's got #1s. He's got People's Choice Awards. He's got American Billboard Music Awards. He's got all kinds of Grammys. He's got all kinds of accolades and different things. He's got the money. It's not like Drake is a slouch. He's a giant. He just got knocked out by Kendrick Lamar. Another Bible reference by an atheist. Y'all should hit my Cash App just for that. An atheist talking about all this biblical stuff. Y'all deserve I deserve so much money from y'all. I'm kidding. but I'm not really. But okay. But his dad legit looks like 100% the pimp. Yeah, he does. He has that Memphis swag about him. He definitely has it. He's got the large hook, mustache going on. He's got that swagger and walk about him. I know what you mean, Holly. I know what you mean. So the way that DeRozan has, infuriated Drake is just amazing. The way that he and just angered him, just like took the jersey and just hawked it back into the crowd, just threw it right back into the crowd. Like, I don't want this anymore. Like a toddler almost. Like, what are you doing? He could have picked it up, placed it down, someone folded it, put it over there. I respect the guy. He gonna throw it back into the crowd. That just shows the B in him. I'm not gonna say the word, but that just shows the B in him because he could have just handled that better. Like cooties. Yeah, like cooties. Yeah, he got rid of it. So just to get him flustered, and just the fact that he can't understand business. He knows too much about business to not be standing on business. That's what I'm arguing. He knows too much. He knows too much about the business of music. And this is what I understand too. Kendrick performed 7 of his 10 songs that he owns. He owns 7. Why doesn't he own 10? How long will it take for those songs to be made available to him? This record business, I'm trying to learn every single day. It makes 0 sense. CENTS for the artist. I'll take a 360 deal. I'll take a 360 deal. I'll take a deal where the label gets 80%, I get 20%. Let me just get a deal, It's wild. So I think like I said, it goes beyond the jersey. It goes to the fact that DeRozan's from Compton, Kendrick is from Compton. They have that linkage together. Otherwise, there's no linkage. He's not on the Toronto Raptors anymore. Drake, get over it. Like it's a pass. He's on the Kings now. He's in California. He's on the West Coast. West Coast is the best coast. West Side. West Coast runs this. It used to be the South. First it was the East. Then it was the South. Then it was the North. Well, the Midwest kind of came through. And the Midwest still kind of holds on. But the West Side, it's all West Side right now. They are running things. It's all West Side in the music business. Well, hip-hop especially. Music. That's all it is. So you have to give Drake his credit for running the game for 15 years. But at the same time, you have to understand Kendrick Lamar is definitely on his game. Oh, Holly's saying it's sad. What's sad, Holly? What is sad? Oh, the 80. Oh, yeah. Oh, the 80/20 is because they'll say, well, if you sell 5 million albums, you'll still get 2.5 million, or whatever, 1 million, $1 to $2 million. And people are like, yeah, that makes sense. I can go with that. We need Star to go live tonight. Yeah, I think he will. Like Prince was always pointing out. Prince he has slave on his face. He changed his name on purpose. He didn't do it just to be cute. He changed it because they owned his name. They owned Prince. Warner Brothers owned Prince. The name Prince was owned by the record company. So he had to change his name to a symbol. The love symbol, or whatever the hell it was called. I seen how Master P got his money he was owed. He took the money the label had gave him as an advance that was for his art. That's why he's my favorite rapper. Master P is a mastermind. Yeah, he was making as big of a statement as he could. Yeah. Now back to Prince. Prince was too. See, that's just so goofy. We love these songs. We love these albums. We love the work that these geniuses and masters and brilliant people make. But we don't know that behind the scenes, all the issues they have to go through, all the different paperwork and contracts and everything they have to sign over and have to sign their lives over. And I remember when Tidal first launched, people were arguing, well, they're just millionaires and billionaires. What are they so mad at? They're getting their money. They're getting paid. Not really. When you had, like, the late, great Lisa Left Eye Lopez and Dame Dash put it perfectly. Lisa Left Eye Lopez said, you can be broke and still sell 10 million albums. TLC. She was part of TLC, obviously. T-Boz, Left Eye, Chili, TLC. Also known as the Tittyless Crew. But we're going to get to that later. That's something different. Anyway, so she said, 10 million albums, but you get 69 cents. You only get 69 cents out of that dollar. You only get 69 cents out of that dollar. So that's broken up, and it has to be broken up 3 ways. And it, once you buy your car, once you buy your house, once you buy, something, other items, you're only down to maybe $100,000, and that all goes to Uncle Sam. So it's like crazy. Dame Dash had a similar thing. He said, all right, so you got to buy a house, you got to buy a car, you got to buy jewelry, you got to buy a chain. And after that, all you got is a few $100,000, and you'll pay your taxes. Same thing. Yeah, he was, okay. Yup, they publicly said it too. Yup, they said it on MTV. They both did. Remember when they won that award and got up there and said they were poor? Exactly. That's why I always talk about the blues. The blues are America's classic music. Europe came up with classical music. America's classical music is the blues. It has words to it, unlike most classical music. But blues is thoroughly American, thoroughly a part of every single genre you can name. I can name, jazz, hip, rock and roll, pop, bebop, disco, freestyle, metal, everything. Speed metal, I don't care, math metal, every kind of rock and roll you can think of, all has its roots traced in the blues. All of it. It's all in the blues. And even Wynton Marsalis even said, jazz is nothing but improvisation, swing, and the blues. Everything comes all the way back to the blues. And that is what we have to contend with. These talented people, these really great singers and rappers, these artists that we look up to, that we adore. We say, yeah, I can't wait to go to his concert. I can't wait to go to her concert. I can't wait to buy her CD, her streaming, service, off of streaming service. Jazz is very much alive, sir. I have to disagree with you. It's not. Okay, so jazz is not dead. Same thing with rock and roll is not dead. They're just in different forms. They just took on different forms. Jazz is more so for the live crowd. Jazz is for the different organizations and different festivals. There's jazz festivals all over the place. One is the main one is JVC. If you look up JVC Jazz, the JVC Jazz Festival, look that up. There's, of course, New Orleans festivals. It just takes on a different form. There's no, obviously, it's all hip hop and pop and country now. It's hip hop, pop, and country. That's basically, and now we've fused all those things together, but they all have one basic root: the blues, country, everything, all blues. So I disagree with you on a. I know what you're saying, Andrew. Like rock is dead. Rock is dead. Jazz is dead. But they're in different wavelengths. They're in different ways. What's going on, Scholar Son? What's going on, Marcus? Salute to you, sir. I know you already signed 4 or 5 people up for me to have subscribers. I know it. Miles Davis, Coltrane, exactly. Geniuses, of course. Name 5 jazz artists of this generation. I cannot. That's what I'm saying. Andre 3000 is keeping jazz alive. Fact. Okay. That's one. Andre 3000 with his flute. Kamsai Washington. Salute, my guy. Salute. Salute to you, sir. Salute. I appreciate you. I don't follow jazz like that. It's hard enough following hip hop. I'm gonna see what these people that are built. I probably never heard their names, but he's the first one. Who is the first person that comes up? Andre 3000 on this. They show it. The Newport Jazz. Oh, here it is. No, okay. And these are people I know. Kamasi Washington, you named. Brittany Howard, which is rock and roll, as far as I'm concerned. Elvis Costello's rock and roll. Lofty Dinner Party featuring Terrence Martin, Robert Glasper, Kamasi Washington. Okay, so there's a list of names of people that are eating. People are still eating off of jazz, so that's beautiful. People are still eating off of jazz. They're eating off a lot of ways too. They're eating off of their performances. They're eating off of, rappers sampling their songs. I think that's beautiful. I used to not like samples. Then I started to like samples. I understood the reason why there are samples and the power of sampling. You get to okay, whose song is that? That sounds really cool in the background. And then you go online and you type in what song it is, the rap song, and then you break down, on Wikipedia the different personnel on it. I think that's cool. Elvis Costello has a jazz pianist for a wife. Deanna Kroll. Okay, she is a really big name on true jazz music. Yes. And I know what you meant, in true jazz music. I watched a little of the Luther documentary. I need to watch that. Is that on, what is that on Netflix? Is that on Hulu? What is that on? If it's on Netflix or Hulu, I'm good. If it's on anything else, I'm not so much. Margaret says, back in the day, we had variety as far as the music is concerned. Not everything sounds the same, and the artists are only in it for the money. That seems like it's the truth. I still think the greatest decade for all music in the 20th century, to be exact, is the 1970s. The 1970s spawned hip-hop, but hip-hop had already been formed with bebop. The attitudes, the styles, the dress, stuff like that. That was really hip-hop. HBO Max, I can't watch it. I better sign up. I gotta sign up. Yeah. Y'all send me some donations. Send me donations so I can watch this documentary. So, send me donations. At least $5, $10, $20. Anything you can do. 70s, not just disco 70s. 70s was rock and roll. 70s was the second British wave. 70s was jazz fusion and jazz funk. It was funk. It was a lot of things going on at the same time. A lot of things going on in the 70s. Marcus Blackman, I totally agree. Skylar, the 70s set the standard. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, everybody's saying disco. Everybody's saying disco 70s. But look at the stats. Look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. Soul, exactly. Soul, disco, soul. Holly's on it. She's on it. Yeah, British pop, British. I'm trying to say my top 5 rock bands. My top 5 rock bands. 5 is the Eagles. 4 is the Who. 3 is excuse me. See, I can't even do this. Let me see. 5 is the Doors. 4 is the Who. 3 is Led Zeppelin. 2 is Pink Floyd. 1 is Rush. That's how I break down my 5. And they're all from different places. Doors are from America. The Who are from Britain. Zeppelin's from Britain. Rush is from Canada. What did I say was my second? Pink Floyd is from Britain. And Rush is from Canada. So it's a multinational thing. It's very multinational. Marcus says, in the 70s, all the music basically was brought to you on the same radio stations. That's true. It was like American Bandstand. American Bandstand had everybody. It had rock and roll, it had pop. That's not pop. The Jackson 5 and the Silvers, all them. And of course, like Stevie. Stevie was what? Blues, jazz, rock, pop, everything. He was a genius during especially during his height. during his height, he had his masterpieces, Talking Book, Inner Visions, Songs in the Key of Life. What was the one underwater or something with underwater life or something? I can't remember what it was called, but it was something underwater life. So y'all can look it up if you want. I might look it up myself. Can't believe I never knew Rush was from Canada. Yeah, when I was in the psych ward, there was their last concert in Boston. I was so like, I'm getting money. I hope you know, Holly, that we get money if you're in there for if you have a rating, you get a rated 100%. So I was like, I could have went to this concert if I wasn't in here, but at the same time, I'm getting this money, so. Why is the Who Are You video better than the actual song? What are you asking? Wait, hold on. I forgot Marcus. Marcus says, and the music brought the people together. Now everything is about a beef. That is true. That is true. Why is the Who Are You video better than the actual song? I don't think I've ever seen the video. I just know Keith Moon goes crazy on the drums. Keith Moon just obliterates his drum sets. Songs in the Key of Life was arguably the greatest album ever recorded. Facts. That's the truth. Straight classic. Yeah. And he has the greatest song to me, and my favorite song of all time, As. As is my favorite song forever. Forever. As. I want that played at my wedding. I want that played at my funeral. When I find a woman that's worth my time, that's good enough for me, then we're gonna share that as our song. The video version sounds better. Okay. What's As? One of those guys from the Who a PDF though. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Now you're schooling me to the game, Andre. This is why you have a wrench. The Who. Pete Townsend. Pete Townsend of The Who was arrested for possessing indecent pictures downloaded from the internet. Huh. Thank you, Andretti. I appreciate that, sir. I did not know that. I did not know that. Yes, I like them. The drummer, I think, yeah. But Holly, yeah, Holly is As, A-S. Stevie Wonder song, As. He got caught up. He got caught up. This is going back to 2003. This is over 22 years ago, or almost 22 years ago. He says what I did was wrong and stupid. My culpability is clear, but my innocence is absolute. And he says I don't think it was quite right. Wow. Well. Tom Jones? Tom Jones did a PDF file? Oh, he got sex workers. Oh, okay. All right, what we got? I think Stevie. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. I think Stevie is rated. I think any award show he's gonna show up, and he's gonna get like he's still very very much. See, Mr. Choice Star Terrain. He says if you're what does he say? He says if you're God damn, I can't remember the name now. If you're a factor or if you're relevant. He's a factor and he's relevant. Stevie Wonder. He forever will be. He enshrined himself to do that. I think he won best. How many times has... I'm looking up right now. Wonder. One. Best album of the year. He's won best album of the year 3 times. Fulfilling this first finale I've never even heard of, to be honest with you. I'm a huge supporter of Stevie Wonder. But fulfilling this first finale, I may have heard of it, but I don't think I've listened to it. But I've heard Intervisions and Songs in the Key of Life. Those are one of my favorite albums, and I think Songs in the Key of Life is my favorite album. That's a Desert Island album. Have you ever heard that before? If you're on a desert island somewhere, what records would you choose to be with you for the rest of your life? The Isley hold on. Everybody's going now. The Isley Brothers is my favorite group, and it's partly why I had kids early in life. Definitely baby making music. Yeah, definitely. And Marvin Gaye, another. Well, Marvin Gaye's more underrated. I can see why Marvin Gaye. Well, if he had lived longer, sadly he was killed by his father on his birthday, April Fool's Day. I mean, that seemed like if he wrote that as a movie, even though it was written after as a movie. Spike Lee did a scene like that with Gator and his father, the good doctor. Shoot when he's in the film Jungle Fever. Al Green, Otis Redding, yup. Represents to the fullest too, yeah. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. Fact, Marcus and Donny Hathaway, of course, yes. Yep. And look at the bands. Zap, Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Brothers Johnson. I can go on and on and on. All the different bands. War. Samande. So many bands. Isaac Hayes, yes, it's true. Marvin movie is long overdue. Yeah, that would be great. Who could play him? Who could play Marvin? Who could play? Maybe I can't think of him. I can't think of that. You're the Brothers Johnson. Yes, Brothers Johnson. Strawberry Letter 23. Definitely. So I think it's clear, I think there's a clause in most people's their contracts that they can't talk about the music business. Even Prince didn't exactly address too much of what goes on behind the doors. And Sam Cooke, yes, even though that's not the 70s, and I don't think Otis Redding was. I think he died before the 70s. I think he died in like the 60s. Let me make sure. Yeah, he died in the 60s. Otis Redding. He was almost in the 70s, and of course, that was tragedies like Otis Redding in a plane crash. Sam Cooke getting shot by that woman. Allegedly, his wife or his girlfriend or something like that. And Marvin Gaye getting shot by his father. It's crazy. We need a Gigi Allen movie. Yo, there we go with the the trolling. A Gigi Allen movie. No room for you. No room for you. Now there's a singer on this live right now. It's like holding her ears like this. She can actually sing. What about the Delphonic? Yes, Delphonic, Stylistics, all those, everyone. The Pretenders, everything. The Platters. Movie, yeah, movie. I got you. Blue Magic was holding it down. Yup, Blue Magic. And if you notice the shift of some of the rap main players. It was like the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and some part of the early 90s. All those samples came from that era. All the great samples. Now you listen to music and you hear samples from the early 2000s to the mid 2000s, to the mid to late to early 2000 teens. You notice that, right? I noticed that. The sampling is different. Al Green has some hot girls poured grits on him. He's alive, but he had the grits poured on him. Yep. After this incident, he turned to Jesus. Yep. Where's Texas at? Where's Texas? He always tells me to go back to Jesus. I guess I have to have some grits poured, hot grits poured on me. I could see Gigi being a lounge singer. Okay. The Ozzy Brothers are the most sampled group by rappers. I would say in that song, Between the Sheets, there's like 7. Not really like 7, but at least 3. One is Biggie. The second one is Jim Jones. The third one is Jay-Z. That's 3 right there. And I think it's been covered in other ones. I love it when you call me Big Papa, Somewhere in Miami, and Ignorant Shit by Jay-Z. That's the ones I can say off the top of my dome. There might be even more. But I know those for certain. And what do they get? That's another thing too. When you sample, I hope you get your percentage of what you made, what you created, what you crafted, without being sampled. Ron Osley is a straight up legend. Yeah, he's a tax legend too. Ron Osley with them taxes, something serious. In 2006, R&B singer Ronald Isley was convicted of tax evasion and sentenced to 37 months in prison. The Isley Brothers frontman was accused of evading over $3 million in taxes between 1997 and 2002. So this is my question. Why did it take 5 years for him to understand what he was doing? Oh, we got him now. We got him. Why didn't you get him in 97? If he was evading, I avoid taxes. See, I don't pay taxes. The only taxes I pay, now I sound like Pootie Tang. The only taxes I pay are Social Security, Medicare, because that comes right out of my check. I don't even touch it. That's another example why this country is so messed up with their government. Things get sucked out of our paychecks without our consent. We don't even. We look at it and say, "Wait a minute, I suppose you own $250. Oh well, that was Medicare, that was Social Security, that's a payroll taxes. You have nothing. You put in all the work, and they take most of the money. It's crazy. That's why I'm in the position where I am. I'm very fortunate to be in this position. James Brown, most yeah, I was gonna say James Brown, most Bumbleclot's talking sense now. I guess he had a moment of clarity. But yeah, James Brown might be the most sampled. And Robert Stubblefield, what's his name? Let me make sure I get his name right. Stubblefield. Clyde Stubblefield. His breakbeat is probably the most sampled in all hip hop history. Always pay your taxes, never pay these hoes. Exactly. Let these hoes go. Be a man. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna pay you, girl. No, you pay me. Marcus Blackman Sr. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Please. I appreciate it. Respect. Salute. I appreciate that. What are they saying in this ASAP Rocky one? Well, it was a prop gun. This is the you gotta watch this film. It's a great film. 12 Angry Men, excellent film. It's directed by Sidney Lumet, starring Henry Fonda. Excellent film. It goes on. It's what's called epistemology, or the science of knowledge. They're trying to deduce. They're inducing some things, and then they were deducing some things. They're trying to find the truth in all of this murder case, whether this kid should go to the electric chair or not. Okay. Marcus got the receipts. Marcus saying he contending with Bumbleclaw. I was gonna say James Brown too, but apparently Marcus Blackmon's got the he's got the resources. He's got the receipts to him. He's saying you can Google it. I got Google open right now. What is it? Who is most sampled in? Wait a minute, hold on. It says James Brown. Says James Brown is the most sampled artist. Maybe it seems. Well, he has his band. It's the James Brown. What are they? The Flames or something? I can't remember what his band is. Brown is a foundational reference for the sound of hip hop. His music has been so influenced that some say there'll be no hip hop without him. I can see that. He switched up his whole demeanor. He was rocking that afro, wasn't he? Wasn't he rocking that? Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud, didn't he? He got to his 60s and 70s, I think, and he was like, you know what? Let me get that perm back. Prince got a perm. Michael got a perm. Let me try to get mine back. I think, okay, so still James Brown. ASAP might be going down. I just hope he doesn't drop the soap. He's a pretty mother. He's pretty. Once they get to him, that's it. He won't be with Rihanna anymore. He'll be with Rhino with a big horn. If an artist put his name before the band, it's not a band. That's the most arrogant thing you can do. Well, I think arrogance is a good thing. It's better than humility or modesty. Yo, why these chicks got these dudes that stay in trouble? Nice guys, never get the opportunity. Yeah, she's been around the quote-unquote bad boys. No one man is bigger than band. But what is the band other than individual men or women or whatever the case may be? They're still individuals. So I disagree with you, Andretti. For once today, we were on the same page a lot of the way through. This one time I disagree, and I disagree with you about the James. There's two things I disagree with you about: James Brown and the idea that he is not the most sampled. He is the most sampled according to Google, but this could be wrong. I'd say that this might be wrong because I did a few Google searches with the AI overview of the search labs, and it found that it wasn't true. David Ruffin thought he was bigger than the Temptations. That's the thing, though. You have to be real. You can't. It's not being humble or modest. It's like showing, like, I'm that guy, but if it weren't for these guys, I wouldn't be where I am. So you have to be realistic. I never said that he wasn't the most sampled. What'd you say, Andrew? I might have got you wrong. I probably got you wrong. What'd you say? He was the most what? Lionel Richie was bigger than the Commodores. Yeah, see? Who are the Commodores? Who are the Commodores? I can't name one Commodore. All I know is Lionel Richie played for them and made songs and wrote the songs to right the wrongs for himself and others. I can't name one. Let me look up the Commodores. Damn it, the Commodores. There was three of them. Let's see. The other two. Who are they? They are William King, Walter Orange, J.D. Nicholas, Milan Williams, Thomas McClary, Ronald LaPrade, Skylar Jett, Sheldon Reynolds, Eugene Ward, Mikhail Manley, David Hodges, Chelsea Powell, Kyra Avery, Tom Joyner, the huge black radio man. Very light skinned, could pass, I think. Now Richie is easy like Sunday morning. Got you, Richard. Andre says, will this case make ASAP Rocky blow the... What'd you say first about James Brown and Isley Brothers? Dust off the hard drive and release the long overdue album, or will he get back to being Riri Baby Mother? He will release his new album called Don't Be Dumb, I think. I think that's the new one. Don't Be Dumb is supposed to be scheduled for this year. Don't be dumb. I hope he wasn't dumb in the court. Because he said, don't answer that question. He said that. We got to be honest. We got to be truthful. He said, don't say that. I mean, what did Joey Taco say? Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't answer that question. He was a loose cannon on that. He was a loose cannon for saying that. I thought you were supposed to have decorum and not speak out of turn. I don't know. I auditioned to be a Commodore. Rick James, you know what? I don't believe you. You got a full life. You got a full life. I don't disagree with you. Lionel Richie was one of the most complete artists of our generation. Don't be dumb and catch a case like me. There he is, Texas. I said your name. Said your name, Texas. Welcome, sir. Salute to you. Go back to Jesus. Go back to Jesus, you sinner. You're gonna be in fire and brimstone. They're gonna be weeping and a moaning and a gnashing of teeth once you die, once you leave this earth. That's what you're telling me right now. If I don't go back to Jesus. There's gonna be weeping, moaning, and gnashing of teeth. Hip hop has become a parody Jello ball on the radio. I don't even know what that means, Andretti, but that sounds like it was hard. Rick James says, Main Man, Texas. Yeah, Texas in the building. Salute to him. Salute. They're having a conversation in the chat, so I'm gonna just go back to the original story. We went all the way around and all around the over the river and through the woods to get back. Drizzy, Drake, Aubrey, Graham, whatever. Yes, he is so touchy, so sensitive that he had to throw Demar Derozan's jersey out into the crowd. He was in Australia. This is the reach of America. America is the greatest country of all time. It's the noblest nation to ever be devised. This is if whatever we do, unless it's something like prohibition, people were like, eh. Italy was like, really? America, what are you doing? Germany was like, what? Britain, like, huh? Everywhere was like looking at America like, they're like, okay, it's all right. They got speakeasies, they got moonshine, they got all kinds of stuff. Okay, America, okay, we got you. So y'all miss me being in my dad's room, huh? Marcus in Texas. Y'all must be being in my dad's room. Y'all got to go back to my earlier videos when I was wearing a silver tie and a silver hat, cause I was in the Cowboys room. We had different rooms. This is my room. My room is the blue room. But the Cowboys room, Keith, not Keith. Keith isn't in here. Richard knows about the Cowboy room. You can ask him. Texas backs spilling holy water on lady boys while screaming Bible quotes while getting back shots. God damn. Andretti going in on Texas. God damn. Wow, that was hard. That was a hard shot. That was crazy. Damn it, Jordan, who the hell you hurt? See, it's not about he hurt. It's about who hurt him. I don't know if who hurt him. I'm just saying that's the difference. Texas, Texas, you know what it is. I don't know why they even have a feud. I don't know why Texas and Jersey have a feud. Maybe they got to sort that out on their own though. I had nothing to do with it. I got a show to do. So Drizzy got mad because Jersey got thrown up. DeRozan's from Compton. He's representing Compton. And as a matter of fact, let me get through my sponsors right now. If you like, I already have my first sale. CMOS, raw CMOS, CMOS gel, even snapbacks. Go to lifestrongapparel.com. lifestrongapparel.com. You can go there. Once you do that, make sure you put in the promo code. Make sure you do this. SKYLER20, Skyler20. And you can get 20% off all your purchases. Make sure you do that. I appreciate it. And the boss man, Mr. Pang, appreciates it as well. So make sure you go there and cop those different items. LifeStrongApparel.com. LifeStrongApparel. LifeStrongApparel.com. Also, Beha Jackson. He has his own YouTube. It's BeeJackson 5478. But just put in Beha, BahaJackson on YouTube. He's got fried chicken. He's got sardines on the grill. He's got near beer. He's talking about strippers, female strippers of age to be exact. So if you like any or all of those things, check him out and definitely continue to promote the former actor. He was on the monumental film. He was in the monumental film Boys in the Hood. He played the younger version of Doughboy. So definitely check him out. Also, go to twitch.tv/about/DOTFOCUS_1_ or go to .focus DOTFOCUS_ on YouTube and get those subscriptions up and tell him that the silly guy Sky Saunders sent you when you watch him get his pink mist and play Call of Duty with his pistols and rifles. He's assassin with that sniper rifle. So check him out. Make sure you tell him that the silly guy Sky Saunders sent you. All right, how to get my sponsors in? What are y'all talking about? Wow, y'all are going back and forth. They're going crazy in the live chat. I'm not even going to repeat everything that they said. They're saying some really foul stuff. But yeah, so it's real. It's real. And did you ever wonder why, people wanted to make millions of dollars? It's because the record companies make sure that you have to sell at least 2, 3, 5, 10 million albums, because you're not going to get crap. All that's going to be for marketing. All that's going to be for promotion. All that's going to be sucked out by Uncle Sam. You're going to be left with like $200,000 if you sold, 20 million, depending on who you are and what your contract says. You got to have the right lawyers and accountants that'll make sure that you get your money. But nobody talks about that until they talk about it. Like Jay-Z was the first one that I ever understood said anything about publishing. I was like, publishing? What the hell is publishing? And he said, masters. What are masters? I don't even know what the hell masters is. So that's what, and not a lot of, love songs are going to be about publishing and masters. Like, no, there's not going to be a song about publishing and masters, but raps can be, talking about publishing and masters. That's just the fact. So I think Drake, I think he has a good lawyer. Oh, Texas is going in. Texas is definitely going in. Um, so I have to respect that about hip hop because hip hop touched on so many different levels what certain love songs, certain other songs couldn't talk about, or refused to talk about, or were shunned and sang. That's the reason why I can respect hip hop. I may not like it or may not love it, but I do respect it. I do respect it. So Drizzy, I think he had the right team behind him because he knew what to say and what not to say. He knew exactly how to position himself. Pause. But to place himself in hip hop, he knew how to do that. He had better control over his work. I don't know what he does. See, that's the thing. Somebody said somewhere on the internet. All I know is that Kendrick Lamar had 7 out of 10 of his albums, or excuse me, his songs were performed on the Super Bowl that he owned. 7 out of 10. So what happened to why not 3? Why not all 10? I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. So he got mad. He got mad. He got mad at DeRozan's jersey because he couldn't process at the time saying like, damn, this is DeRozan's jersey. I'm just hanging this up. All right, yeah, we cool, we cool. He might have sided with this other guy, but we're still cool. We're good. We're good. So I think with Drake being a global superstar, and Kendrick Lamar now just being global. I think he was national. I think the nation knew him. He got the Pulitzer. He got Grammys. He got the hardware. But did they know who Kendrick Lamar was? And Angora and Tokyo and Milan and London? Did they know Kendrick before? They not like us. Did they know him? Of course, we knew him in hip hop. Everybody was like, Kendrick is that nigga. Kendrick got it. He got it. That's the man right there. But what I hate about this whole thing, what I hate about this whole feud is especially about the dark skin, light skin thing. I really hate that. That's so corny. That is so backwards. That's so slave mentality. Oh, you're light skin. You gotta be in the you gotta play the quarters where the butlers be. I'm quoting Jay-Z right now, but I don't feel nigga. Don't F with me. So it's like the field niggas were dark skinned, and the house niggas that got to be in the house with the master and the missus, they all got to be in, okay. But that's not the case either. Look at Gone with the Wind. Hattie McDaniel was dark as hell, but she was in the house. I know it's a movie, but it's based on real life. I mean, that was real life too. It just happened to be in whatever plantation it had to be in. That's what it had to be. That was the truth. That's what it all depended on. All right, so I'm gonna try to end it with Drake. He needs an attitude adjustment. Needs to realize who he is, what he's about, and learn what he wants to do with his life. Otherwise, he's gonna play himself. All right, so I did a whole 2 hours 2 hours plus. 2 hours and almost 10 minutes now. So I appreciate everybody for coming out. I'll probably hit you back up. But for now, I'm going out. It's all about the ASAP Rocky case. Take care.